Favorite dish after 70. Why it's the hidden culprit behind memory decline. Every 9 seconds, someone in the United States develops symptoms linked to memory decline. The CDC, 2023, reports that 1 in 9 adults over 65 lives with dementia, and the numbers are steadily increasing. Surprisingly, some of the most trusted and comforting dishes enjoyed after 70 could quietly raise this risk. These meals may seem harmless, but can contribute to gradual damage in brain function, often without any early warning signs. In this video, you'll uncover 6 familiar foods that may impact memory health and learn how simple, smarter choices at mealtime can help protect your brain, without sacrificing enjoyment. Stay with us to take the first step toward safeguarding your mind with every bite. High-sugar cakes and pastries. Cakes, muffins, donuts, and sweet pastries are popular treats among seniors, often enjoyed during breakfast or as an afternoon snack. These foods feel comforting and familiar. However, when consumed regularly, they can quietly add to long-term risks for brain health. Eating foods rich in added sugars leads to rapid spikes in blood sugar. Over time, this pattern encourages inflammation in the small vessels that nourish the brain. Inflammation in these vessels may harm connections between brain cells, which could gradually affect memory. A major study in JAMA, 2018, showed that seniors who consumed the highest levels of added sugar had a 38% greater risk of dementia compared to those with the lowest intake. This highlights how something as common as sugar intake can affect memory health. Take the example of Walter, 76, who enjoys a sweet pastry with his coffee each morning. What seems like a small pleasure could, over time, contribute to silent damage in brain function without any clear warning signs. Many seniors share this habit without realizing the risks. What makes these pastries even more concerning is that they usually contain refined flours as well as added sugars. This combination causes blood sugar levels to rise quickly, putting extra strain on how the body manages glucose. Repeated strain like this can affect both heart and brain health. Cutting down on sugar doesn't mean you need to give up enjoyable foods. Swapping packaged pastries for fresh fruit or whole grain options can satisfy your cravings. These choices provide fiber and nutrients that help control blood sugar and support overall brain function. Reading food labels can also help identify hidden sugars in baked goods. Cakes and pastries often contain syrups and sweeteners that add up fast. Limiting portion sizes and choosing low-sugar options are simple ways to protect your brain without feeling deprived. Gradual changes in daily habits can make a real difference. Reducing added sugar slowly over time supports memory and thinking skills as you age. Small steps today can lead to long-term benefits for brain health and quality of life. Stay with us as we look at another favorite food that may seem harmless but could quietly be harming memory health, and learn practical ways to make smarter meal choices. Processed meats. Processed meats such as sausages, bacon, ham, and canned meats are widely consumed because they are convenient, flavorful, and easy to prepare. However, regular intake of these products may quietly contribute to long-term risks for brain health, especially in seniors. These meats are often high in sodium and contain preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. These compounds, while extending shelf life, have been linked in research to inflammation in blood vessels, including those supplying the brain. Chronic inflammation can weaken these vessels over time. Studies suggest that such damage may reduce blood flow to key areas of the brain responsible for memory and thinking. Over the years, this can quietly contribute to cognitive decline without clear warning signs in the early stages. A Harvard study, 2020, found that seniors who ate processed meats more than 4 times per week experienced memory decline about 20% faster than those who ate little or none. This connection shows how daily dietary choices can have lasting effects on brain health. Processed meats also tend to be high in saturated fats, which can further contribute to unhealthy cholesterol levels. This may increase the risk of narrowing blood vessels, limiting oxygen and nutrients to brain cells needed for proper function. Reducing processed meats in the diet does not mean giving up protein. Fresh, lean meats like chicken, turkey, and fish are better alternatives. These options provide the necessary nutrients without the additives linked to inflammation and vascular damage. Reading labels carefully can help identify hidden sodium and preservatives in processed meat products. Choosing fresh over packaged meats whenever possible is a practical step toward supporting long-term brain health. Gradual adjustments, such as preparing more meals at home using fresh ingredients, can reduce reliance on processed meats. Over time, these small changes can help protect memory and cognitive function as you age. Stay with us as we explore another common food that many seniors enjoy, yet may also quietly contribute to memory decline, and learn how small swaps can make a big difference. Fried foods. Fried foods like fried chicken, French fries, and onion rings are popular choices among seniors. These dishes are tasty and often associated with comfort or shared meals. However, when consumed frequently, fried foods may silently add to the risk of memory decline as we age. The frying process, especially when oils are reused, produces trans fats. These unhealthy fats are linked to inflammation and damage within blood vessels, including those that supply vital areas of the brain. This can reduce the brain's ability to function at its best over time. Research published in Neurology, 2019, found that diets high in trans fats were associated with a 52% increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. This finding highlights the potential long-term harm linked to regular consumption of fried foods. David, 73, enjoys fried chicken several times a week as part of his dinner routine. Although he believes it's a satisfying meal, the repeated intake of fried foods may, over the years, quietly impact the health of his brain's blood vessels. Many seniors share similar habits without realizing the risks involved. Fried foods are also often high in salt and unhealthy fats. This combination can contribute to elevated cholesterol levels, which may lead to narrowed arteries. Narrowed arteries limit the flow of oxygen and nutrients that brain cells need to stay healthy and support memory. Switching from fried to baked, grilled, or steamed dishes can significantly lower intake of harmful fats. Using an air fryer is another practical solution, allowing for crisp textures without excessive oil. These small changes can make meals healthier without losing flavor. Reading menus carefully when dining out can help seniors avoid hidden sources of trans fats. Many restaurants offer healthier preparation methods if requested, such as grilled or roasted options. Being mindful of these choices supports both heart and brain health. Making gradual changes, such as reducing how often fried foods are eaten, helps protect memory and cognitive function over time. Even small adjustments to cooking methods can bring lasting benefits for brain health. Stay with us as we uncover another familiar food that could quietly be working against your memory, and find out how easy it is to make safer choices at the table. Cream-based sauces. Cream-based sauces such as gravy, Alfredo sauce, and cheese sauces are common additions to meals for many seniors. These sauces add rich flavor and texture to dishes. However, frequent consumption may quietly contribute to risks for memory decline over time. These sauces are typically high in saturated fats. A diet rich in saturated fats can raise levels of LDL, or bad cholesterol. Elevated LDL cholesterol may lead to the narrowing of blood vessels, including those that supply oxygen and nutrients to the brain. When blood flow to the brain is reduced, it may impair the function of memory-related areas. Over time, this can contribute to cognitive decline without clear early warning signs. The damage often builds slowly, making it harder to notice until effects are significant. A report from the American Heart Association, 2017, found that people who ate diets high in saturated fat had a 30% higher risk of developing memory and thinking problems. This shows how regular intake of creamy sauces can quietly affect brain health. Cream-based sauces also tend to be calorie-dense and low in essential nutrients. This can contribute to weight gain if eaten often, which is another factor linked to reduced brain function in older adults. Excess weight can further stress the heart and blood vessels. Replacing creamy sauces with healthier alternatives is a practical way to reduce saturated fat intake. Tomato-based sauces, lemon juice, and herb blends can provide flavor without the added fats that may harm brain health over time. When dining out or preparing meals at home, requesting or choosing sauces made with olive oil or vegetable broth can help limit saturated fat. These choices support both heart and brain health without sacrificing taste or enjoyment. Gradual changes in meal preparation, such as using less cream or butter in sauces, can contribute to long-term protection of memory and cognitive function. Simple adjustments today can support brain health for years to come. Stay with us as we look at another everyday food that may quietly contribute to memory decline, and discover how simple swaps can support a healthier brain. White bread and refined carbs. White bread, white rice, and refined pasta are popular among seniors because they are soft, easy to digest, and familiar in daily meals. However, eating these refined carbohydrates regularly may quietly contribute to memory decline as we age, without obvious early signs. Refined carbs are processed in ways that strip away most of their fiber and nutrients. As a result, they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar after eating. Over time, these repeated spikes may promote insulin resistance, including in brain cells, which is linked to reduced memory function. According to a 2021 report from the Alzheimer's Association, diets high in refined carbohydrates were associated with a 44% increased risk of developing dementia. This shows how common foods like white bread can have hidden impacts on long-term brain health. Frequent consumption of refined carbs may also contribute to weight gain and related metabolic conditions. These issues can place added stress on blood vessels, reducing the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to areas of the brain that support memory and thinking. Replacing refined carbs with whole grain alternatives is a practical way to help protect brain health. Whole grains provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help regulate blood sugar and support healthy blood flow to the brain over time. Choices like whole grain bread, brown rice, and whole wheat pasta offer familiar tastes and textures while delivering important benefits for memory and overall health. These small swaps can fit naturally into daily meals without feeling disruptive. Carefully reading packaging can help identify hidden refined carbs in processed foods. Selecting items labeled 100% whole grain ensures that the food offers better nutritional value and supports both brain and heart health in the long term. Gradual changes, such as choosing whole grains more often at the store or in restaurants, can build a strong foundation for healthier aging. Even simple adjustments today can help protect memory and thinking skills for years to come. Stay with us as we explore one final common food that may quietly work against memory health, and learn easy ways to make smarter choices that support your brain's well-being. Full-fat dairy desserts. Full-fat dairy desserts such as ice cream, creamy puddings, and rich custards are sweet treats that many seniors enjoy. These desserts are often seen as comforting, especially after meals. However, frequent consumption may quietly add to the risk of memory decline over time. These desserts are typically high in saturated fats, which can raise LDL cholesterol levels. Elevated LDL cholesterol may contribute to the narrowing of blood vessels that supply oxygen and nutrients to the brain. Reduced blood flow can gradually affect memory and thinking abilities. A study published in the British Medical Journal, 2016, linked diets high in saturated fats to poorer memory performance in older adults. This suggests that even small daily choices, like frequent full-fat desserts, may impact brain health over time. Consider Maria, 75, who enjoys a bowl of ice cream almost every evening. While this habit provides a moment of enjoyment, the regular intake of saturated fat may slowly affect the health of the blood vessels that nourish her brain. Many seniors share similar routines without realizing the potential risks. Full-fat dairy desserts are also often high in added sugars. This combination of sugar and saturated fat can promote inflammation in the body, including in the brain's delicate blood vessels. Inflammation may interfere with the communication between brain cells and contribute to cognitive decline. Healthier alternatives include low-fat or no added sugar yogurts, fresh fruit, or desserts made with plant-based ingredients. These options provide flavor and satisfaction, while supporting better blood vessel health and brain function. When shopping, reading nutrition labels helps identify products that are lower in saturated fat and added sugars. Many brands now offer lighter versions of familiar desserts that can fit into a brain-healthy eating plan. Small changes, like reducing portion sizes or choosing lighter options a few times a week, can help lower saturated fat intake over time. These gradual steps support memory health and overall well-being as part of a balanced diet. Stay with us as we bring together all these insights and share simple, practical steps you can take to protect your memory while still enjoying your meals. This video has highlighted 6 familiar foods that may quietly increase the risk of memory decline when consumed frequently. Recognizing how these everyday dishes impact brain health is the first step in making informed, practical choices to protect cognitive function as we age. Simple adjustments, like selecting whole grains over refined carbs, reducing fried food intake, or choosing low-fat dairy alternatives, can support better blood flow to the brain and help maintain memory and thinking skills over time. These changes do not require giving up enjoyable meals. Making gradual improvements, such as reading food labels more carefully or preparing more fresh, home-cooked dishes can build a stronger foundation for long-term brain health. Small daily choices can accumulate into lasting benefits without feeling overwhelming. If you found this information useful, subscribe to Health 1900s to continue learning how simple actions can help safeguard your health in later life. Stay informed and take control of your well-being with every meal you choose. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and does not replace medical advice. Please consult your healthcare provider before making dietary changes.